have 2 dice. For every roll but 1, I shall choose at random from the Lego pieces on the board, and I shall add a new piece of that same color. But for the one special roll, the roll in which I get a snake eyes, I shall add a new color piece to the board. I will either copy or create. This is how anything and everything gets built. Copy or create. I don't need to create my own light switch to use a light, or build my own satellite to use my phone, or even build this new video streaming service to share this video I'm creating. This ability to copy and create has allowed us the capacity to create and share information, knowledge, and stories. Let me tell you 2 stories that both start in the fall of 2005. Miguel Roman was born and raised in Puerto Rico. He left to get his master's from Cornell in systems engineering, and in 2005 he began his PhD at Boston University. He was working on remote sensing and geographic information systems. At the same time, Professor John Ioannidis' paper was just published in the Public Library of Sciences Medicine. It's titled, "Why Most Published Research Findings Are False." This was the beginning of the replication crisis. Now, you know about this more than I do, but there's a large amount of studies and research that have been recognized as difficult or even impossible to replicate. These pieces of knowledge, what we build our understanding on, how the world works, now gone. Academics, scientists, governments, all have been working on this problem. How do we build and maintain systems of knowledge? But back to Miguel Roman. He got his doctorate and went to work at NASA. And in 2012, he looked up into the sky where he watched the Suomi NPP satellite circle the Earth. He was co-leading a team to create VIRS, the Visible Infrared Imaging Radiometer Suite, which is part of that Suomi satellite. Now, when I flipped on the switch to turn the lights on, a tiny little bit of power flows into the bulb. It makes it hot, it starts to emit light, and I'm able to see the dice and build this toy model. In order for the lights to go on, a very complex machine that scales across the country has to come into action, spin a little faster so that my light can come on. And when all of us together switch on our lights at night, this is what we see. Thanks to Miguel Roman. At the local level, I'm just flipping a switch. But when we take a global perspective, we can see how connected all of humanity is. We are interlinked, and the stories we tell, the systems we build, they matter. But if we keep building rich get richer systems and stories that look like this, remove one color and it all falls apart. I saw how the systems of stories that Hollywood and Broadway were telling were so heavily built on these straight, white, male protagonists. In 2019, I had finished working with a Tony Award-winning director and a Tony-nominated choreographer. I had callbacks for Hamilton, was being called in for Moulin Rouge and other Broadway shows. But for me to move up the ladder, I would have to start going in for protagonist roles for theater, film, and TV. I would be another red Lego in the satellite. Representation matters. Stories matter. I see how heavily your program believes in the power of story, and that is why I'm applying. You don't build red satellites. I want to be a part of a group who understands complexity, who builds robust systems that connect and benefit communities, and tells stories that empower all types of Lego pieces.